Some other challenges are organization, time management. Um, we also have things like decision making, where after a brain injury, a person really struggles in making decisions because they can get so overwhelmed by the information that's being presented to them that they're not able to easily sort through that information. And so they often will just not make decisions. Some other things are problem solving. A lot of times after brain injury, people have a more difficult time identifying problems or the problems that exist.
All the issues that we have, such as organization, time management, are all influenced by each other. And what I mean by that is if you have a project to do and you don't plan enough time, first of all, it takes a lot longer to do something now. It takes sometimes 3 to 4 times longer. And so one of the things we'll do is we'll push and push because, we used to be able to do it, or I should be able to do this. And so we push and push ourselves, and then we end up becoming very tired. So we don't plan enough time to do something, and we wear ourselves out. The other is how that's related to decision making. Hey, you forgot. You didn't make the right decision, and you kept plowing through that project, and problem solving and decision making have so many elements that are stacked within each other. You need to have time management. You need to plan ahead. You need to prioritize. You need to be able to sequence things. If we end up not understanding the sequence or remembering the sequence, so then something falls apart because we didn't do it in the right order. Or we don't prioritize and we don't do the most important thing right away. And so that ends up becoming more escalating issues. And so you can kind of see that there's a lot of pieces of daily life that are affected by the brain injury.
Yeah, I think that's a really good point. And one thing that you mentioned, Christy, that I'll just emphasize a little bit more is I hear this all the time, is that I used to be able to do this. And so as you were sort of suggesting, people will just keep pushing through because they used to be able to do it. And because of the struggles they have after the injury, pushing through is going to cause what we call neurofatigue, which can be debilitating. In addition to the neurofatigue, it can really impact an individual emotionally because they're constantly comparing themselves to what they used to be able to do and how quickly they used to be able to do things. And that's definitely causes a lot of struggles for people. Even if someone is okay at organizing after their brain injuries, if they can't do it as quickly, that will impact them as well. So as Christy said, all these things are really interrelated with each other, and it's a very, very complex thing after brain injury. All of these very common activities that we all do on an everyday basis become extremely difficult for many people following their brain injuries.